Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is David Benjamin from HealthyWildAndFree.com. Really excited to make this video today because it's about a topic I'm extremely passionate about, and it's something that I feel like if you can truly embrace this message and extract the value from it, it can truly change your life in many ways for the better, starting today. So, today I'm talking about negativity, positivity, optimism, pessimism, and how to fix your health and how to fix your life as a whole. Now, I've looked this up online, typed in different search queries, because I had heard before that pessimists don't live as long as optimists, and I thought it was kind of interesting, so I Googled it, and I saw different contradicting studies. I saw one that said pessimists live longer than optimists, and I saw one that said optimists live longer than pessimists. I thought, that's interesting. I see this kind of stuff a lot in health too. I see people saying, you know, butter is good for you, butter is bad for you, meat is good for you, meat is bad for you, apples are good for you, apples are bad for you, and it's like, wow, you know, who's right, which direction do I go? And it's really confusing, and you're just like, what do I do to be healthy? And that's partially why I made this website, is because I feel like I've gotten a little bit past some of the nitty-gritty stuff that a lot of people are still caught in. Hopefully not you, but maybe you are, I don't know. But anyway, so optimism and pessimism, it's really interesting because, like I said, there's two different kind of viewpoints on this topic, and if you look into it, different people are saying different things. Now, the important thing to keep in mind and understand is that your mind, your body, your spirit, MBS, your intuition, your eye, your gut feeling, your whatever that is, whatever you want to call it. I call it intuition. You have something, an internal guidance system that kind of provides for you the feeling to let you know whether something resonates with you or not. And if you're eating food, for example, you're going to feel whether it's benefiting you or you're going to feel whether it's not that beneficial. And typically, I think we all kind of have like the general rule, like, you know, fruits and vegetables are healthy, ice cream, pizza, and soda is not healthy. And that's, in my mind, you know, pretty much true, because these foods are living and live, and other foods are dead and contain toxins and preservatives and all this other kind of stuff. So this just vibrates at a higher frequency. It's living food that has nutrition that goes to work, and it provides your cells information to move and metabolize and process nutrients and extract nutrients and detoxify waste and all these different chemical processes. So understanding the difference between those two is really important, and understanding there's kind of that general basis. But for different people, as crazy as it sounds, some people may actually need to have food that may not be quote-unquote as healthy for a short period of time in their life, because it's going to help maybe boost their metabolism, or it's going to help balance something out in their body in some way that may not be possible necessarily through 100% raw foods or something like that. So it's good to be flexible, it's good to be fluid, it's good to be like water, my friend, as Bruce Lee says. It's good to have that fluidity, because in life, there is no 100%, there is no right, wrong, there is no, you know, there is only perception, and there is only your truth, my truth. There is only separate truths. So I think the more open we are to that, the more we understand that, the more we can learn, grow, prosper, thrive, succeed, and be happy. So with that being said, I'm going to get on to the topic of today's video, optimism and pessimism. Now, when I was reading about it, it said, you know, one study said pessimists live longer because they're more, you know, I guess, analytical about their lives, and they make better decisions or something, I don't know, because they're pessimistic. I don't know. That sounds a little fishy to me. And what I was saying earlier about the intuition, if you really think about it, if you think about, okay, you have intuition, you have a mind, you have a body, you have a spirit, you have this complex being that you're working with on a daily basis. You're more than a mechanical system. You have intuition, you have senses, you're engaging, you're smelling the world, you're seeing the world, you're feeling the world. You have response frequencies, you have response mechanisms built into your DNA, literally, through your senses. So if you've ever been in a place in your life where you've been really pessimistic, really bitter, really negative, really fearful, whatever it may be, you know that that feeling, that emotion evokes basically fear. It evokes bitterness. It evokes disgust. It evokes something that doesn't feel great, basically. And I don't know one person who could tell me, yes, I feel, happy feeling negative. I feel happy being bitter. I feel happy being not forgiving. I feel happy in that state of being. So it's important to feel what the emotion is evoking in your life and in your body and in your spirit and in your mind. And everything kind of starts with that mental, that sensual engagement where we're feeling our body and our spirit are feeling things based on what our mind is leading it to, basically. So if you're feeling negative, if you're feeling down, it generally leads to contracting, fearful kind of based thoughts, emotions, feelings, and patterns and habits in your life. So for example, one thing that I kind of noticed in my life, at one point in my life, when I was very negative, very pessimistic, very fearful, I had a very small life. It's the best way to put it. I had my whole place of work, living, being was very confined into a box. My body language was different. I was very, I kind of like closed my shoulders in, and my heart, like I always felt like tight in my chest. Maybe you can relate to this. And I always felt like stressed and just, I felt like nothing was going my way. And that was just in a pessimistic mind, body, spirit essence. That's the way my life operated. And what happened for me in my life was I got to a point where I had heart palpitations when I was like 19 years old, and I was like, this isn't good. I'm thin. I'm 19 years old and I'm having heart palpitations. This shouldn't be happening. I look sort of healthy. So why is this happening? And I realized my negativity and magnesium deficiency and lack of exercise were all causing, basically affecting my heart health. And when you look it up online, it is interesting because it says optimists have healthier hearts and pessimists are more likely to get heart disease or die of a heart attack or something heart-related. Which is really interesting because I think when we're happy, when we're positive, we're happy. I think when we're negative, we're fearful. So when we're positive, we're happy, we're joyous, we're abundant, we're giving, we're free. We have something to give to the world. We're expanding, we're growing, and we're sharing that with the world. And we have that, when we have that within ourselves, our heart is open. It's naturally, literally more open, like physically. I don't mean like spiritually or whatever. I mean, spiritually too, but literally, physically, your heart expands more so that the blood flow, the nutrition, and the things can flow in and throughout your body. So you have more stronger, you have more life force, you have more chi, you have more vitality. And I think optimism does that. At least it does for me. And maybe your story is different than mine, and maybe your experience is different than mine. But I really do believe that optimism is a much healthier way to live your life. It's a much more beneficial way to live your life. And you're just happier in the process. I heard a story once that someone, I don't believe this, to be honest with you, but I heard that the pessimists were the ones that survived the Holocaust. I heard that and I was like, really? The pessimists, huh? Interesting. So you're telling me that someone that's pessimistic in a situation that's really bad didn't die prematurely from a heart attack, stress, stroke, hunger, all these different things. If you're asking me, and maybe you aren't, but if you would ask me if I were in a situation where I needed to live and I was in some situation like that, I'd be the most optimistic person there, and I'd keep that optimism going, and I'd believe and I expect for the greatest things, and I'd be happy as I could in that situation. And optimism, I think, has so much power to it. So one of the things when I was reading online and just kind of researching and looking into this, one of the things I read was that optimism is really good for your heart. Being positive and optimistic is actually beneficial for your heart and your cardiovascular system. It's also beneficial for your metabolism, and it's also beneficial for your immune system, which your immune system is 80% in your gut. So basically it's beneficial for your digestive system, metabolism, immune system, and all that as well. Not only that, but I believe when you're optimistic, you're happy more often, you laugh more often, you have more joy. Therefore, you're increasing the levels of serotonin and endorphins more consistently, which just elevates your health, your vibrance, and your overall energy levels and life and chi and vitality overall in life. So I think not only the energetic component to it, but the physical aspect of metabolism, immune system, and heart health are all great reasons to be an optimist. And then just living longer is another good reason. And just being happy. I mean, I think one of the biggest things people that teach health forget is, diet is important, exercise is important. Those are two great components, don't get me wrong. But I think that being happy, laughing, and having joy in your life is one of the most important dietary tips that you could have in your life. Because if you're not happy, the healthy food you're eating isn't going to work as well. Because your immune system isn't going to work as well, your metabolism isn't going to work as well, your body's not going to be able to extract as much nutrition, your heart isn't going to work as well, your cortisol levels are going to be high. That's another thing, your cortisol spikes when you're negative and stressed. So things like this, it just makes sense to be an optimist. It just makes sense to be happy. It just makes sense to be positive, because when you live your life through a positive lens, your expectation for great things to happen in your life rises, I think, on a monthly, yearly basis, and just your life becomes happier, more fulfilled, and you truly have a deep sense of gratitude, happiness, and that's a huge component of health that I think is very, 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 very important. So keep that in mind. Be an optimist, be happy, smile, laugh, get your endorphins up, get your serotonin up, benefit your immune system, your metabolism, and your heart health. And watch some comedy, joke around with friends and family, get outside and laugh. And feel free to tease yourself every once in a while. Life is short. None of us are, perfect. We're all perfect, but, it's okay to make fun of yourself. Life is short. Enjoy life. Be happy, be an optimist, and enjoy it. Just be happy and be an optimist. I'm telling you, for me in my life, it's been a huge, huge learning lesson for me. Not only as a health lesson, but as a lifelong lesson for just enjoying life and being fulfilled as a whole. So hopefully this video benefited your life in some way. Hopefully you learned something new in this video. And hopefully you got some information that you hadn't heard previously. And hopefully you have a very, very good reason to be an optimist now. Join the Optimism Club. It's much happier, joyous. We laugh a lot more than the Pessimistic Club on that side over there. So come and join us. Please like, favorite, comment, and share this video. Subscribe to my channel above. And be sure to join us on Facebook at facebook.com/healthy-wild-and-free. Like the page, join the channel. We'll see you in the next video, an article, or podcast, or whatever. Take care and have an awesome rest of the day. Bye.